Hello everyone. In this lesson, I'm going to go over some vocabulary which are in your course book in Unit 5. This lesson is going to be in two parts. Let's begin with part 1. In the first part of this lesson, we will go over some key vocabulary related to change, and then we will do some practice. In your course book, on page 56, you will see a group of words under the title of change. Before we go over them in detail, let's do a matching exercise and get familiar with this new vocabulary. Now pause your video and match the beginning of the sentences from 1 to 4 to their endings from A to D. Let's check the answers. Number 1 is C. Number 2 is D. Number 3 is B. And number 4 is A. Let's go on doing the same thing for another group of words and sentences. Again, match the beginning of the sentences from 1 to 4 with the endings. Pause your video, please. Let's check the answers. Number 1 is D. Number 2 is A. Number 3 is B. And number 4 is C. Here is the list of the sentences from the matching exercises. We're going to work on their part of speech. And take a look at the underlined words and decide if they are verbs or nouns. Remember to pause your video. Let's check the answers. Affect is a noun. Revolutionize is a verb. Harm is a verb in this sentence. Adopt is a verb. Transform is a verb as well. Adjust is a verb. Damage is a noun in this sentence. And enable is a verb. Let's take a look at the words in more detail. We're going to check their meanings and how they are used in context. Number 1 is damage. It's a noun here. It means physical harm that is done to something or someone. When you check the examples, you will notice that this word damage is commonly used with the verb cause. So they collocate. So this is a collocation: cause damage, or cause serious environmental damage in this case, or cause much damage. And there are some more examples of collocations of damage. Do damage, suffer damage, inflict damage, or repair damage. These are all possible collocations that we use with the word damage in its noun form. It could be a verb as well. When it is a verb, we say to damage somebody or to damage something. Number 2 is adopt. Adopt means to change your behavior or ideas because it is necessary in a new situation. And it is used with the preposition to. Adapt to the new school, adapt to changing environments. Number 3 is revolutionize. It means to completely change the way people do something or think about something. So we're talking about a complete change here. You can check the examples. Number 4 is transform. It is similar to revolutionize, the strong word. It means to change something or someone completely. Number 5 is enable. It means to make it possible for someone to do something or for something to happen. You will notice that it is used in a certain structure. Enable somebody to do something, or enable something to do something. The loan enabled Jen to buy the house. Insulin enables the body to use and store sugar. Harm, the word harm, here it is used in its verb form. and it means to damage or hurt someone or something. You can check the examples. It could be a noun, just like damage, and it could also be used with these verbs, and they collocate: do harm, cause harm, or inflict harm. In this case, it is a noun, but in those examples here on this page, it is a verb. Number 7 is effect. Effect is a noun, and it means a change or result that happens because of an event or action. Basically, it means result. You can check the examples and you will notice it is used with the prepositions of and on. Adjust means to make small changes to the way. So it is different from revolutionize or transform, right? Because here we're talking about making small changes. There is also another keyword in the definition here. It says to make small changes to the way you do things in order to get used to a new situation or condition. And you will notice in the examples that it is used with the preposition to. Adjust to the darkness, adjust to living in an apartment. Let's do some practice about these words. Complete the sentences with the words above. You can pause your video now and take your time to do this exercise. Let's check the answers. Number 1 is effect. Number 2 is harm. Number 3 is adopt. And number 4 is revolutionize. You will see that number 1, the word effect, is used with the preposition on. Here you can see an expression actually, have an effect on something. This is also a kind of a collocation. And number 3, you will also notice that the word adopt is used with the preposition to. We already talked about this. And number 4, revolutionize the way that we live. That means completely change the way that we live. Let's do another group of words. Again, please pause your video and complete the sentences with these words. Let's check the answers. First one is damage. 2 is enable. 3 is transformed. And number 4 is adjusting. You will see that the word enable is used in its structure. The money enabled me to buy a house, enabled someone to do something. Also, you can see that the word transform is used in a certain way here. Transform someone from something into something else. So from and into is commonly used in this context with the word transform. And the last one is adjusting. Again, you see that it is used with the preposition to. This is the end of part 1. Please continue watching the next video, part 2, where we will continue covering some other vocabulary in your course book in Unit 5.